All righty, folks. Hello and welcome to the Mighty Late Show. My name is Mighty Mike McGee, and right now I want to introduce to you my right hand man, my left hand lady. Oh my goodness, I couldn't do the show without them. It would be so boring if it was just this face on this screen right now. So in order to liven it up and to make it even better, please welcome with huge rounds of applause in your homes to scare your neighbors, your pets, and your children. Please welcome Atu Walker and Rachel Warner.
Yo, what's cracking?
All right. Well, hey, that was pretty good. Not too bad. Not too bad. I'm going to change the background to the caravan.
There we go.
Cool. Somebody eat a sandwich over there at the bench.
You know what? But I don't want to leave her waiting too long.
No, we couldn't.
So we're going to introduce our special guest for the evening, our guest host. Please welcome, folks, if you will. She's a mom. She's the bomb, and she's about to vom if she, eats too much, I guess. I don't know. That was the worst introduction in the history of introductions. She's a bomb mom who doesn't vom. Please welcome Jeanette Marin, everyone. Jeanette.
Yeah, yo, cracking.
I don't know, Chuck, but that was a perfect introduction, Mike.
Thank you.
Perfect.
Thank you. I thought it was pretty poetic.
There's
With
no
two
guarantees
separate-
I will not bomb.
Yeah. Same here. I just made my own potato chips, and I had a frozen bean and cheese burrito. So who knows?
See, my bomb will be from Boost.
From the boost. Well, there's no booing here, so don't worry. You won't get any boos.
Oh, that was not a good one.
No.
And go back to the poetry.
I really miss good old scotch. That's probably the one thing I miss. That and some good brandy. I miss those two things. I would say, just in terms of flavor. Like I did enjoy the flavor of those things. But I miss the flavors. I wish there was, and it's funny too, because what's that spot? Total Wines. Total Wines. I don't know, it's South San Jose, Cambrian area. They have a fantastic selection of non-alcoholic beverages. It's impressive. They have over a dozen non-alcoholic beers. They're not all good, but they're it's basically.
Isn't it funny how nobody ever says I miss the taste of tequila? Stuff is so gross.
Whoa. See, there's some tequilas that are better than others. And if you go without tequila for a period of time, you do gain a deep appreciation for it. Because I'm a stalwart of the whiskeys and the scotches and the single malts. I'm an old school Jameson person.
Yeah.
I used to have Jameson with every drink. I didn't do drinks without Jameson.
Yeah. He would have a Jameson, and he would chase it with a Jameson. It was crazy.
Yeah. Like, I didn't do a nap time without Jameson coming first,
Yeah, I was a fan. I was a fan of Jameson. I liked Jameson. I actually always thought Dewar's was pretty good for a mixed whiskey. I thought it was not bad,
Yeah, Dewar's is funny to say too. Like, you go up to a bar.
Dewar's.
Can I get a Dewar's?
Again, not tequila. None of you are like
right.
Tequila.
Right. So somebody got me a bottle, a really nice, like $50, $60 bottle of like some sort of Sauza, right? And it was good, but it was like I would pour it into like the littlest little glass, and I would just sip it, and I'd be like, I'm just gonna sip this because if I chug it
like a lady,
it's not gonna stay in my body. The first time I ever got wasted, I was 30, and it was not good. I cried into a phone. And I don't even.
Hasn't?
Right. It was funny because I did it in front of all my friends. But
Again, who hasn't?
Wasted on tequila and beer and clamato. Really crazy combo. Really, really crazy combo. But yeah, there are definitely levels of tequila for sure. There's some that taste better than others, but I don't miss it. I don't miss it.
Yeah,
Not at all.
Tequila is what I miss when I think about drinking.
Hmm.
Tequila and beer.
Really?
Yeah. Tonight I was doing this like punk rock pandemic bingo thing, and we all had to bring a drink. And the recipe I brought is a Paloma, which is tequila, fresh lime, kosher salt, and squirt. It's like a super easy recipe. But so I made one, to demonstrate. I got a little like 2-ounce bottle of tequila at the liquor store because I don't drink anymore, And I made the drink, and I poured it out in the sink, but I left it on the counter for about half an hour.
It's hard.
I left it there for like half an hour.
Palomas are especially delicious.
And then I just like dumped it. I just dumped it really quick. But yeah, I definitely, tequila, beer, salted beer, really good chips and salsa.
Tastes like Gatorade.
Or like
I do miss margaritas from time to time, but I think it's just I want the salt. I want the excuse to have the salt. Right.
In Canada, the drink that I drank the most were Caesars, which are like slightly more seasoned Bloody Marys.
Yeah.
They don't make it with Bloody Mary mix; they make it with Clamato, and they are so tasty to me. I love them, and some places will like really do it up and put like almost an entire salad of vegetables in the glass. It's like, it's like a $19 drink, but it's also like half a meal too, but they are delicious if you like Clamato.
Yeah,
you have to like Clamato.
Dude.
Yeah.
Shrimp micheladas, dude. Oh, on a summer day.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. All the shrimp and the little whatever that chimichurri sauce they got on there. Like, man.
I'm glad I just ate because this is not making me hungry at all. Because this would destroy me. Well, so the storytelling show that I did earlier this afternoon was most of the folks that were on it were based in Toronto. And so I was the only person on the West Coast. So it was great because the timing worked out perfectly so that I could still do this. And it was called the Imaginary Feast. And the idea was that everybody was telling stories about food and the impact that food can have, positive, negative, what have you. And there were some really great stories in there. And I told a story about how I ate a can of chili with some homeless folks, some unhoused folks down in the Guadalupe River back in like 1989. I was like 14, and what an impact that moment had on me. And I was being an asshole when I was 13, 14. And this really sweet woman who was taking care of these folks down in this sort of compound in the middle of the Guadalupe, really taught me a lesson by being super kind to me, even though I was being a shit, like a 14-year-old shit. And it was neat to be able to tell that story to a bunch of Canadians. But yeah, how is everyone? I wanted to do a checkup from the neck up. It's time for a checkup from the neck up. We'll start with Atu Walker. I want to start with Atu because I want to give Jeanette some time to process and think like how you're doing from the neck up.
Cool.
I mean, that's also connected to your heart, so that could be sometimes your heart's in your neck. Atu, how are you?
I'm trying to like remain chilled out. I think we had a COVID scare in the family recently, so it's just kind of like, ooh, that wasn't fun to deal with. And how people were dealing with it wasn't fun, but we dealt with it, so it's all done. And then today, I hosted the funeral for my nephew. My nephew just passed recently as well. So a lot of people have died this year, and a lot of people that I know died this year, and a lot of more death coming. So, like, I think this kind of you hate to say it, but like I can't imagine what people went through when the bubonic plague happened, when they were piling people up in the streets. Like, God forbid that's not necessarily occurring. I guess it could be worse. I don't know how worse it could be in America, but like I don't know. You have these thoughts about like how thankful you are that you're surviving and the guilt related to it. So I think it's just gonna be part of our community now. I think we're all gonna have this thing that we all went through, whether we like it or not. So I don't know. Just try to chug along. Just choo choo. Come and ride the train. Come on, ride it.
Yeah.
Choo. We're gonna get through it. I don't know. We'll get up the hill. Maybe it's not gonna be as fun as whatever Thunder Mountain in Disneyland, but I guess those bumps in the ride are there for a reason, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh yeah, that's important. Oh, but I did get a $2 bill in the mail today.
But
And it's a crisp one too. My
Yeah,
guess
this is one of those.
it's from 2013, I bet. Or
Jeff,
2017.
Yeah,
that guy.
I feel rich.
It's funny how like they could have mailed you a 5 and it wouldn't have been as special. You know, it would
Right?
just been more. You're like, oh, I got $10 in the mail. Oh shit, I got a $2 bill in the mail. You know,
I don't know. I just, for whatever reason, the $2 bill, I just like the smug look on Thomas Jefferson's face. Like,
yeah,
he is the ultimate asshole in this picture. Like, look at the smug look on his face.
yeah, like ultimate privilege, right there.
Dude.
Yeah, and we're still living by his creed. Rachel Warner. Oh wait, before I go to you, Rachel, I just want to say, Otto, I love you, and I hope life is. He's not even listening. All right, Rachel, how are you? How's my dear friend Rachel Warner?
I'm good. Mostly, I'm watching the stimulus talks very closely, hoping that they do something, anything, like just,
Yeah. Like a $2 bill, even.
yeah, like a $2 bill in the mail would be nice. It's just it. It just compounds all of this so much. And I am one of the people that like lost their job. It's just like,
yeah,
like, it's just, so yeah, it's been a weird year. And with the holidays coming up, and like little money and not seeing the family, you know what I mean? It's like, it's just kind of a shitty end to a shitty year.
Yeah.
But I am okay. My daughter's okay. And, we can do Christmas next year. I'm not been too hard about it.
Yeah.
It's a first world problem.
Yeah. I can't buy you 7 gifts this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you do feel that like when you had financial independence and then like I can't buy gifts for my friends' kids. You know what I mean? Like that's like the little things that you like to do for people on the holidays. I just can't do this year. So it's just like, but that's okay. I mean, Swerve left, and what are you gonna do?
Yeah, I think Chris, I think you're right. We won't see another stimulus until after the runoffs.
Yeah, I don't expect anything until Biden, until after inauguration. I mean, I just don't.
They definitely want to wait on the Georgia race, I feel like.
Yeah, I think the deal will be better, but if they can do something that's a stopgap until then, that would be very useful to many people.
Yeah. I just found out a couple of places that I really love. They're not going to make an announcement anytime soon, but they're not. There's a couple of places I really love are not going to open back up after this year. Yeah. And it's a real bummer. It's a real bummer because they're pretty pivotal spots, but But it's also really nice to see Nirvana Soul up and running and doing as well as they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're killing it, really.
Yeah. Elwood just moved in to my place. Matt Detar moved out, so we swapped out one comedian with another comedian.
Oh, because
Elwood,
Matt got engaged, right?
Who, Matt Detar? He better
Yeah.
not have. He didn't tell us he was getting engaged.
Maybe I'm
No,
thinking of someone else.
No, it's got to be somebody else because Matt's definitely not engaged. No. Yeah. But yeah, so Rachel, is there anything that we can do to make your Christmas brighter?
No, I think it'll be just as bright as everybody else.
You want me to sing you a Christmas song?
I think we're all kind of going through it a little bit. You know what I mean?
Let's see. Andrew Pinion says, Atu, your voice is 4 stars out of 4 stars.
Well, you know, I try and contribute various ways into the lexicon. And one of the ways I could do is with my smooth and sultry alliterations with words and speaking into the souls of mankind. I can change the dynamic of any given situation by being sweet and generous. I will do that. I'm not a fighter. I'm a hugger. And I will hug you and restrain you and take all the hate out of your heart and spit it onto the ground because you deserve the love that you need in the world, baby girl. Don't worry. You got it.
Daniel wants you to sing, Atu.
Sold. Me
You want
too.
me to sing?
Well, I think it's the holiday season, so maybe something for Hanukkah or Metallica or Slayer.
How about this one? One of my favorite Christmas songs. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. All the hills we ride, laughing all the way. Oh, oh, oh.
Bells on Bumtail ring.
I don't know the rest of that thing, but you know.
What fun it is to ride and sing in a sleighing song tonight. Oh, jingle
bells, Batman smells, Robin laid an egg. Oh, what fun it is to ride with a one-horse open sleigh.
Melanie Calabrese says hello. Hi, everyone.
Jingle bells, Batman smells, Robin laid an egg.
I think my favorite Christmas holiday song. It's not the holidays until I hear Feliz Navidad by Jose Feliciano.
Feliz Navidad.
I don't know why.
Navidad.
Atu, I don't know why, but I think the only, and maybe it's just the way you sing it, but you sound really drunk when you sing Feliz Navidad.
Yeah, that's the song for sure. You like Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad.
My buddy Chris wants to hear the dreidel song.
What is it?
Dreidel.
I made you out of clay.
Dreidel. Cool.
Rachel knows way more of the words than I do.
Rachel knows all the words, all the good songs.
I'm 51% Ashkenazi Jewish.
Oh,
yeah. How do you like that?
Just over the cusp of matters.
I just got my 23andMe back, and I'm 3% sausage. Turns out.
Whoa.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm scared to do 23andMe. Like I don't want to be related.
I'm scared too. I don't want to do it.
I didn't do it. My sister did it, and she's like my full blood sister. So whatever she is, I am. You know. And so we were like, you know, and my mom told us our whole lives we were Norwegian, and it turns out that we're Swedish. and yeah, and you know, I'm like European mix mutt basically, but the Jews are the ones that settled in Europe. That's what they call that particular tribe. And if they marry each other, there's like 5 genetic defects that they're prone to get if they intermingle their bloodlines. It's trippy.
Huh.
I think because, you know, you're supposed to like mix bloodlines more, right? For healthier people. And they only mostly
I mean,
marry each other.
That's what they say about purebred dogs,
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
bloodlines are mixed.
I don't need a piece of paper. I don't need to get a DNA test to tell me that I'm like half white and the other half is also white. Turns out I'm double white. Rachel, I love you, and I would love to see you and Aria before Christmas.
I would love to do that too. Maybe a social jaunt around the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Look at Christmas lights.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
I'll come in my new cat mask. I got a cat mask.
That's great.
It's very cute.
Yeah.
And it's huge. It covers my whole beard. It's a massive mask.
Beard mask.
Yeah. It's made for beards. Yeah.
Awesome.
That's pretty great. And Jeanette, what were we going to say, Rachel?
Just speaking of masks, I've been reading that, you know how when you're cold, your breath like steams in and out and stuff, your mask will get moist. And if your mask is moist, it doesn't block anymore. So change your mask often in winter, and that is helpful from getting it. If your mask gets wet, change it.
Yeah. My mask definitely gets wet.
Yeah.
That's because I wear it in the wrong places. Okay. Okay.
I've been wearing them wrong.
Thank you, and hello, Brian Cisco. We love you. Oh my gosh.
Punk rock bingo.
How was it? How was punk rock bingo?
Fun. It was really fun. The prizes were awesome, and everybody was having a really good time.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, it's weird. I've been playing a lot of Scrabble lately online. And my friend was like, I would play with you even more if you played Upwards. Have you all ever played Upwards? It's crazy.
Is that a good game?
It's like 3-dimensional Scrabble because you can build on top of the tiles that are already there. It's crazy.
Like puzzles.
It's crazy.
I just never like go to them enough and do the games enough, so then they kick me out, and I'm like, well, I don't want to start again.
Yeah.
I love playing Duolingo. That's a game I've been playing. The Japanese level is tough.
I can't get past Spanish. I'm stuck on Spanish.
I'm on Spanish right there. That's cool. Spanish is hard. I'm working on them conjugates right now.
Conjugation's the worst.
Yeah.
Andrew Pinion says that one of his favorite holiday songs is "Dashing Through the Snow" with a Giraffe by Robert Dupree. Andrew is a very good friend of Robert Dupree.
Yeah,
very good friend.
Andrew does reviews online of food places, and they're accurate reviews. They're not any fill or thrill. Like, he goes to normal places where normal people go to and like try things on the menu that have been tried before, but we want to make sure it's like accurate representation. So give it up for Andrew, and he has a channel on YouTube. You can check it out.
Andrew, put your channel link in the chat. Do it.
Yeah, so everybody can see it.
So everyone can see it. I like it. I've seen some of the videos. They're pretty good. Yes.
The Egg McMuffin was a tour de force.
Okay. Yes, Melanie, Upwards is uppity.
That's what they're going for, though, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Jeanette, your turn. Yeah. Check up from the neck up. How are you? What's going on? Because I feel like I haven't actually spoken to you directly, face to face in. It's been a few months. I still have your copy of Charlotte's Web that I need to give back to you.
Sure, take your time. It's not going anywhere.
Oh, it's I read it. I read the whole thing online, and then I think I stopped probably 2 months ago. Stopped doing story time because it was just getting to the point where I was basically reading for like one of my nieces, and a few kids here and there every once in a while.
Yeah, the problem was when we started school again, it was like we got behind on chapters and then we had to like catch up but
Yeah.
they do miss it. They ask about you all the time. The kids miss you.
I want to read longer stories because I like the idea of doing continuation, but
Oh, maybe you should do like a night before Christmas reading for Christmas or something.
Ooh.
Some Christmas stories.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You got a good point there. I could read The Gift of the Magi. I've always liked that story.
Ooh, yeah.
Gift of the Magi is a good one.
Yeah. But to
Um,
answer your question, I'm not doing well. I'm not.
Talk to
nobody's
us.
doing well, right?
Talk to us. Talk to us.
Yeah. Drinks up. Too.
What's going on?
This is day 273 of lockdown with my 4 children. And I know a lot of people are like, I miss people, but I'm like, I have too many people here. I miss
That you
being
made.
alone.
You
Yeah,
made
I
the
made
people
too
you're
many
hanging with.
people is what happened. Yeah, I just miss. I used to go do comedy for my sanity to get away from the kids and out of the house, and now I'm just stuck. And so I've lost that sanity part of my escape. So not doing well.
Oh.
Yeah, I've gone out 6 times in the last 273 days. And every time I get mad at people, I just get mad at everyone around me.
Yeah, easy to do in public.
It is. Like, people are dumb. And I mean, we always knew that, especially the last 4 years. But like now it's
really showing out.
literally on their faces.
Yeah.
Just, you are dumb. Just
Oh my gosh, you guys. It's Kyle Hovland.
Give it up for
Kyle.
Kyle Hovland, everybody.
Friend?
Hey, Kyle.
miss you.
Gosh. To hear about Robert Dupree tonight and then to have Kyle join us and Andrew, like, we're very lucky
lot.
to have such a crowd of people. So lucky. Gosh, we miss you too, bud.
Yeah.
We do. We really do. Happy Hanukkah and Merry Christmas.
I miss hanging, miss friends. I miss hugs. Atu, you're a good hugger. I miss hugs.
I got a hug tonight, you guys. I can't believe I'm saying this like it was like I won a scratch off, like I got a hug tonight from Elwood. Like, he moved his stuff in, and then I was like, and he had his mask on. I was like, you do realize you can take your mask off now. We live in the same house now. And he just got tested earlier this week, and as did his partner. And so
you're quarantined now.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But it was so strange to hug someone who I haven't hugged since March.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now Eli's been coming around because Eli's been baking like crazy.
Oh my God, I get his stuff all the time.
From him.
No, Chris Stallings, it's okay. You're not chopped liver. You're awesome as well. You're just not as closely related to Kyle as all the other people I listed are. Like, they all know Kyle really well. You've not met Kyle yet. So I love you.
Yeah, I don't know you, but I love you. And if I do know you, I apologize, and I love you even more.
I'd be surprised if you met Chris.
Okay.
I think Chris is living out. I want to say maybe Modesto, Tracy, somewhere. Are you like? I think he's out east, east-ish. And Kyle's saying hi to Chris. See, now they're friends, and so now Chris is part of Kyle's group of homies.
The threads have been joined together.
Perfection.
Yeah, so Mike, now you have a baker in your house.
Yeah.
It's so good. I've gotten a few things from him a few times, and let me tell you, his biscotti, I want buckets of biscotti from Elwood. They're so good. Everything he makes is good.
I have a little bag of peanut butter cookies that he made me, and they are delicious.
Yeah.
But So one of the things. So continue, Jeanette. Is there anything that we can do to make 2020 like really just get out of your system?
No. I can complain. We can always complain, but my kids are healthy and safe. They're home with me. Like I joke about them being around all the time and it's a hostage situation, but really I'm happy and I could not ask for anything more because they're all good. We you know what, you can, yeah, you could read Christmas stories to my kids. They miss you and I miss you, and more time with Mike on the screen is happy for me.
And I need a reason to wear my Santa hat anyway. And look at all this white coming in. It's getting like, it's like my body's like, it's time. It's time, McGee. Like it blows my mind to think that I am only 4 years younger. 4 years younger than Wilford Brimley was in Cocoon.
Wilford Brimley.
He was 49. He was 49 when he filmed Cocoon.
Yeah.
He was younger than Tom Cruise is now.
Yeah, that's brutal.
Brutal, considering that everybody else, the rest of the cast was in their 70s.
Yeah, that's wow.
I don't think I've seen Cocoon in a couple decades. That one went over my head.
You should watch it. It's a sweet movie. It's the beginning of the Ron Howard era of cinema.
Oh.
Yeah, his daughter is doing movies and television, and Ron Howard's own daughter is a director and whatnot. So
I thought Ron Howard started with Backdraft.
Ron Howard started with Splash. He did something before that too. He might have done Night Shift with Henry Winkler and Michael Keaton, but his big break was Splash.
Yeah,
and some other movies. Yeah.
And why could he do his own stunts? Are you talking about Wilford Brimley? Because that man could definitely do his own stunts. That dude could carry oatmeal canisters like nobody's business.
Remember, was Wilford Brimley in Twilight Zone? I can't remember.
I have to Google this name.
Really
I feel very left out.
Wilford Brimley?
Wilford Brimley is the dude with the big mustache.
The Beatus guy.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
Oh, that guy.
If you get the diabetes.
Who basically looked old from the time he was 35 and on. He just looked like an older guy. He looked like a grandpa in his early 40s. Mm-hmm. Now, we know some grandpas in their early 40s, but this dude looked the part.
Yeah. I'm having some sound problems. I'm going to leave and come back.
Okay.
We'll miss you.
Right back.
Okay, cool. Now that Rachel's gone, no, I'm kidding.
Do I sound okay? I feel like
you sound great.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good.
Tell us the story, Jeanette.
I went to the store and I saw someone I knew, and you know how people have resting bitch face? I found out I have never resting face. Like she just came up to me and didn't say hello. She was just like, "You look tired." I was like, "I have a mask and sunglasses on. Do my ears look fucking tired?" Like, this is bullshit. I hate people. Basically.
People basically suck. Yeah.
That's kind of a weird thing to say, like right off the bat. Like,
no hello.
Tired.
You look
hello.
tired.
I don't know you. You look tired.
No, I knew that person.
Oh, you did?
I knew her.
You should have punched her in the face. Like, yeah, I'm tired, bitch.
Give her resting fat lip face. I think I have resting. Are you going to eat that face?
People just offer you fries all the time.
Do you want to finish these, Mike? Like, sure. Yeah, I guess so. Did I ever tell you guys about the time I was on tour in Idaho, and I was I was in Spokane, Washington, and I'm walking down the street, and I got like big old beard, hat, cap. It's winter. I think I even have a scarf on, a few layers of like sweaters and jackets. And I got my backpack, which is loaded with all my clothes, my laptop, everything, because I'm on tour. And this was like, I don't know, maybe 5-6 years ago. and I'm walking down the street, and I'm walking like past this shopping plaza that has like a big grocery store, a Starbucks, and a few other things in it. And as I'm passing it, I see this hoopty, this like Oldsmobile, just like pull up real slowly, and it's got stuff like that. You can't see anything in the back seat because it's so piled with stuff, right? And the front passenger seat is so piled with stuff. And as I'm about to cross in front of it, it's like waiting to pull out of the driveway. And all of a sudden the lady goes, there's a lady sitting there, and I hear her window, 1980s power window roll down, and like, and then I hear, "Excuse me, sir." And I turn, and there's a woman, maybe my age, maybe. She's like 37, 38. And she has a lot of stuff in her car, and she looks like she's put together, but she also looks like she hoards, and she's like, "Excuse me, sir, are you hungry?" And I'm like, yeah, but how did you know? Like, how could you have known that I was hungry? And then I realized, like, oh, because I look like a fucking hobo that just got off a train, so that the inspector didn't see me hitching a ride in a car, and she's like, "I have half of a boar's head sandwich if you'd like it." And I was like, no, I'm fine. I have thousands of dollars. I will eat. Fine. I'm so fine. Like, thank you. That is so nice of you. But no, if I take that, like, I want the sandwich. I do want.
I am hungry.
But I think you may need it more than I do. Like, I will survive. Like, I am 3% snossage. Like, I will.
Hold on. I'll be right back.
Yeah, you will. Whoa. Aku's shirt did that weird green screen thing.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
So what is he green screening then?
Who knows?
Is he like green screening a white wall so we can't see what's on his wall? What a weirdo.
What an odd thing to choose to green screen.
He's green screening like just a different color wall.
What's up, y'all?
He's testing.
His house actually
swatches.
looks like the car, the
Yeah.
hoopty. Full.
Got a half a boar's head sandwich in front of him. It was just funny that she mentioned the brand of meat that was in the sandwich. Like boar's head meat. And it was like, I have a half a boar's head sandwich. But it was like so sweet, but also so. That was the first time in a long time where I was like, I should trim my beard. Like I don't look right. Yeah.
Get a little raggedy.
Yeah, a little raggedy.
Well,
I was hungry like the wolf. I was more like hungry like the wolf.
Those.
Wolf.
Did you make the sandwich?
No. She had just bought it at that grocery store. Like, she clearly went into like the grocery deli, ordered a sandwich, ate half of it, or was like just going to give me half of whatever she had bought. It's like she clearly bought the sandwich. She didn't look like she was down and out. She just looked like she didn't know how to clean out her car.
He was ready to give you a sandwich.
She was. You said that in the only way you can say it.
Yeah.
She's ready to give you that sandwich.
I wonder what the stipulations would have been if you had accepted that sandwich.
She's like, "Will you help me clean out my car?" I'm like, "Fuck."
No free rides.
Yeah, no free rides. I'm getting really sick of YouTube commercials, folks.
Really?
Really sick. There's one where it's for manscaping. It's like a brand, I guess, Manscaped. And there's a woman, and I mean, she's a very beautiful woman, kind of a like a young biker girl, sort of. And she's like, what'd she say? I only like to ride on smooth surfaces or something, and then like holds up this shaver. It's like, it's just a shaver. It's just like, I only ride smooth rides or something. And it was just like, why does this have to be You know, or like the Dr. Squatch commercials where the guy's like, "Your soap is shit." You know, it's like, whoa. Literally, like he comes at you in like the first 5 seconds with like, "Your soap is for pansies." You know, it's like, oh my god, like
Aggressive.
I like to smell like lavender. Okay. Yeah.
It's soothing.
Yeah. Give me my eucalyptus and tea tree, you son of a bitch.
Right? Back down.
Yeah.
My kids watch a lot of YouTube, and I have to make sure that they're signed in instead of me, because then the ads are very different.
Oh yeah. Sure.
But like the ads for them, it's not that bad. It's a bunch of toys and like craft stuff. What's worse is that the kids every 15 seconds get an ad, and then they complain that there's an ad. And I just hear, "Oh, another ad." And I'm like, "Shut up and watch the ad." Like, you asked for this.
So I've discovered though, there's an extension for Chrome if you're using the Chrome browser, and I think it also works on Firefox. There's an extension called auto skip, auto ad skip, or something like that. And you want to find the best one, the best rated one in whatever extension you would extension downloader you would use on either Chrome or Firefox. But it is awesome because as soon as you're able to skip the ad, it automatically skips it for you. So you don't ever have to touch anything. It'll just you rarely ever see more than 5 seconds of a commercial of an ad.
That's good to know.
It is awesome. I bet I can find exactly what it's called here in my extension.
5 seconds, and then it says like skip the ad, and the thing is there, and I'm like, skip the ad.
Yeah. This one just does it for you. It just
That's awesome.
like it's got to the point where I'm like, I don't have it on one of my laptops, and I'm annoyed that I don't have it on there because I'm like, why isn't it skipping? YouTube. So if you do you use Chrome?
They use Firefox.
Okay, so just go into the extensions or the add-ons, and then search for this. I'm putting it in the chat. YouTube ad auto skipper. Okay, I'll go ahead and put that up on the screen. YouTube ad auto skipper. It is awesome, guaranteed. If it'll allow you to skip, it will auto skip for you.
Awesome.
So sometimes it'll be like your video will play after this ad. It won't skip those ones. But it's great. What does suck though is there are times where I'm like, oh, I kind of want to watch this ad. Like, I want to see what this thing is, I mean, growing up in like the era of commercials, watching broadcast television where you had no control other than which channel you were watching, like as we all did, I don't mind commercials sometimes. Like, I'll get annoyed if I'm listening to the radio, but I'm also like probably the only person in 7 square miles to actually listen to the radio, broadcast radio. So the ads are geared toward me.
Yeah, I definitely tell my kids, like, you don't know how good you got it when they're just skipping away at I'm like,
oh, can you imagine? Can you imagine back in the day being able to skip ads in the 80s and 90s?
We used to dream of that. I remember some ads were, you know what ads really bothered me?
What?
Colt 45.
Colt.
I don't know why those beer commercials got on my nerves, but it was like, this seems really unrealistic. Whatever's going on in this beer commercial, never gonna happen.
Never gonna happen.
Never. Just no.
I don't know. I think we would have been a different society if we didn't have ads. We wouldn't have had things like the Light Bright, like,
the clapper.
The clapper is important in life,
Cultural touchstone.
Yeah, good that we had ads. We grew up so innocent.
We've got the beef, and I've fallen, but I can't get up with the old lady. I'm falling, and I can't get up.
I've fallen and I can't find the beef. Just combined commercials.
Yeah. Now that I think about
Rachel,
it,
I can't hear you. Your audio is.
Sorry.
Mm.
I said I have jingles from my youth that are just burned into my brain that will never,
My
ever
yeah,
leave
yeah,
my
uh,
head. Yeah.
yeah. I know what
As
you
it
mean.
should.
Gnarly.
My brother used to recite the Men's Warehouse. What's his face? I'm. What was the guy's name?
I love it. Something.
Yeah, I guarantee it. What was
Yeah.
it?
You'll like the way you look.
You'll like the way you look. I
Guarantee.
guarantee it. Yeah. But my brother, he every year it's like there was a commercial that would play. I don't remember when, what time of the year, but the commercial was the same year in and year out, and it was once a year, only once a year. The Men's Warehouse has a sale, and save on blah blah blah, and then it would just go into whatever the sales were that year. And my brother had that commercial memorized and could recite it just on a whim.
Ugh,
187
Chris, I hate-
cars for kids. Yeah.
Another one.
187 cars for
our
kids.
friendship was very short-lived.
You know what though? I gotta say about the 1877 cars for kids, I gotta say, if you've ever watched The Good Place, The Bad Place, that was their official song. That was like their greeting song, like their national anthem. And
I
they'd be
love
like,
that show.
"All right, everyone, and now it's time for the Bad Place national anthem." And then they would sing 1877 cars for kids. So funny.
Yeah.
Now I have that other one like partially in my head. The it's my money and I need it now.
Oh yeah, there would be someone that, and they're always on a bus.
J.G. Wentworth.
Yeah.
J.G. Wentworth.
NyQuil, the nighttime sniffling, sneezing, coughing, achy, stuffy head fever, so you can rest medicine from Vicks, of course. That's the 80s version. And then they would like,
productive. Yeah. Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, remember the Micro Machines guy?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he talks fast.
Now instead of commercials, kids have TikTok dances in their head. That's what they're gonna grow up with.
Yo.
When they're old, they're gonna be like, remember the I don't know them.
Yeah, but the Micro Machines dude had mad flows, B. If there wasn't the Micro Machine man, we would have never had Twister.
You may be right, Atu.
Just saying.
Yeah.
The little cars got a lot of wordplay.
I like how you're like, we may not have had this one rapper if it hadn't been for that one guy.
I'm just saying.
I thought he was talking about the game Twister.
No, Twista was a very fast rapper. I think he had the world record.
He does have the world record for the fastest amount, for the number amount of rhymes in a minute, like of actual words.
Okay, I believe Atu. He's like, we wouldn't have had the game
I bought this
Twister.
book for my boy.
Dangerous book for boys.
Yeah, it has a lot of like rando facts, and they have another one where it says like the dangerous or like something for girls too. They have like, it's pretty good. So if you haven't looked at this weirdo book, it's really good for a weirdo book of random facts.
Okay.
Well, give us one.
Yeah.
Give you one.
Let's
Okay.
do a page.
Like
Page
you can't. I feel teased right now.
All right. So in here, it has making a paper hat and making a paper boat, and it gives you all the instructions
Nice.
on how to do that.
Sounds pretty dangerous.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I see what you're going with this. All right. Famous Battle Part 2. It has like battle strategy in there, you know.
For some light reading, you know.
For some light reading, just in case you need a battle strategy, in case you need to learn.
Well, I just watched Mulan, so I'm good. I'm all
Mulan is terrible. I'm sorry, that movie is terrible. The new Mulan.
Is that what you watched, Jeanette? The new Mulan?
Yeah, we just watched it today.
What did you think of it?
I liked it. I thought it was, you know, it was beautifully done. It was so pretty, just the look of the scenes, so colorful. I loved it. I loved it. It was good to watch. Enchanting.
Enchanted.
Enchanting. The way that it looked was mesmerizing. Like you got sucked into that world. I liked it.
This book also has the 5 knots every boy should know.
That's not even
only
girls or boys.
Only boys should know that. Only
girls
boys
should have a page of how to get out of those 5 knots.
There you go. That's everything. Making a battery in a pinch, if you need to make a battery.
And what do you need?
Some nickels and foil.
Nickels and foil.
Yeah, there you go. How to play stickball. That may be a reference to something. I don't know what that stickball is. But.
Oh, ought to.
I'm building a treehouse.
Micro Machines commercials. He doesn't know stickball.
Okay, so we're going to change the date of the Mighty Late Show.
What are we going to do?
I think we kind of all agreed that Friday was probably the best day.
Yeah, I like Fridays.
Yeah,
you're all right with Friday?
Yeah.
I am not, but I'm not part of the show.
That is also true. That is also true. And we can always, and the next time you come on, we can always just plan way ahead. You know?
I'm kidding. What am I doing? I'm here all the time. I never leave.
And so you're more than welcome to join us whenever you want.
Thank you.
We're, my thing is this, is because of the way we do this, if somebody came on the chat and was like, somebody that we all like, it's not an invitation.
We all have to like them.
Yeah, this is not an
do more controversial guests. We just do people we don't like.
This is not an invitation. This is not an invitation to anyone to come on the chat and be like, "Hey, let me in."
2 weeks ago, I was like on a different show. I was doing Lifetime on Mars. What's that show? Yeah. And I was
it's Nightlife on Mars.
Yeah, and I was like, "Ooh, the Mighty Mike McGee's live right now." And I got in like the last 10 minutes, and I was like, "What's up, guys?" And you were like, "Want to do my show?"
Yep.
I had to message Rachel afterwards. I was like, "I vaguely remember agreeing to do a show."
We sorted it all out.
Yeah, so thank you for inviting me.
It is my pleasure to have you all. I look forward to this every 2 weeks. I really do.
Yeah.
It's Brian Sisko. You're not wrong, Brian.
Yeah.
We should bring on Burkhart. Be interesting to see what his house looks like. I'm just imagining him on Zoom. Like this is what it would look like. This is my impersonation of Burkhart on Zoom. Like, I don't know where my camera is. I don't know. Can you see me? Where the fuck are you guys? Yeah.
That's very appropriate.
That's also my impersonation of my mom on Zoom. What? Hi, I can hear you. It doesn't matter. I can hear you.
No, my favorite one is this. How they're looking at you like this.
Yeah.
Like, it turns out they're on the toilet. They're just like, I'm shitting right now.
Or they're like deep in the corner somewhere. You can see only one of their eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or they're like this.
Can you see me?
You see me?
Yeah.
I don't like any of this.
So anyhow, my beard. Seriously,
I did this in a chat today. I did this. I went. I did like the whole Brady Bunch thing.
So every other Friday, is that what we're doing?
Are you guys all right with that?
Yeah, that's cool.
Well,
works for me.
So we won't do next week, but we'll do the week after.
Okay.
All right. So where are we? What is today?
Oh, wait.
Today's
Isn't that Christmas Eve?
Yeah, we're gonna party for Christmas
Oh,
Eve.
that's Christmas.
Yeah.
That'll be Christmas. So
We do a Christmas special and watch the Star Wars Christmas special.
well, no. How about this? How about this? What if this is our last episode for the year,
Boom.
and we start on January 1st, Friday, January 1st?
Boom.
I'm gonna get a reputation of just bombing the show into the ground. They had to stop. They had to switch days. Jeanette just
No,
ruined
just I
it.
think with the holidays and everything
Love
being
that.
so weird.
Yeah.
Love that. That's
It's
fantastic.
good to make decisions like this, like a show
Or-
decision making works.
Or we do the 26th and we wait to switch the day until New Year's. It's up to you guys. And we can also talk about this because it's not like we promote it like weeks in advance anyway. So
We could do
15
that.
minutes
though.
before the show, I was like, Rachel, is there a link? What's
We
going
could
on?
promote it weeks in advance. And be like, yo,
Yeah, it was
we're not gonna do the show, but we're gonna put together snippets from all of our show and then run it for 45 minutes. And
this honestly, you guys, honestly, like I love doing this, and this is really a placeholder for this is just to keep us warm. You know what I mean?
yeah,
It's to keep us thinking, it's to keep us on our toes,
the irons.
yeah.
But I am exhausted tonight.
Yeah.
Why?
Um,
Too
Did
tired.
you run today? Yeah, I know you don't like running.
What are you calling me fat?
No, I know you, and I'm concerned. Did you have to run somewhere? I don't want you to be that.
No. It's funny though. I have been a lot more active. I took a yoga class this week,
Oh,
and
Yeah.
I biked a grand total of about 10 miles this week too.
That's
oh,
awesome.
you're doing better than me. I ain't done shit.
I'm just trying to be more active and eat more salads,
Yeah.
basically.
That's
Are you
great.
doing like a stationary bike or are you like going out 10 miles?
No, I have two bikes. I bike everywhere. I usually do
Oh.
anyway, but I haven't had as much of an excuse to bike during COVID. So it's like if I'm gonna bike, it's not to get from point A to point B. It's to just go for a ride, and I don't normally just go for a ride.
Yeah.
But I biked from downtown to Willow Glen last week.
Oh, how was
And
that? Did you see any Trump stickers?
No.
Yeah, I live in Willow Glen. We're cool people.
Next time I'll come by. You know what? Because I got to go visit folks out in Willow Glen anyway. So
Woo.
yeah.
Woo.
I went to
Which
Willow
one's
Glen
it?
High School, so I still have a bunch of friends out in that neighborhood.
Nice.
I lived off of Kurtner for a little bit.
I
2011.
live off of Curtin right now.
Oh, that's right. But you're like Monterey Road, Kurtner.
Hey, I'm still in Willow Glen.
Good for you, bougie
I don't know
bastard.
Glen at all.
Not
I would
in
tell you
Willow
where I
Glen.
live, but I'm not
It's
going to
it's like I live in the part of town of San Jose. Like if you put a pin like in the map of the middle of San Jose, it's like legit the spot where I live. I live in the exact center of all of San Jose.
That's nice.
You are the center of San Jose,
The
Atu.
heart.
Ooh,
So true.
my
So
beating
true.
heart.
You're the heart.
Folks, if you like watching this show and you don't already support me in some way, drop some cash in that Venmo. I want to chip in and buy Jeanette some dinner or something. Like basically what I want to do is I want to DoorDash some food just for you.
No,
You know what I
mean?
that sounds like you need to DoorDash her
We're
some
like-
time alone.
Where like you're like the food comes and your kids will be like, whoa, and you'd be like, this is mine.
And then I go
No.
sit in a closet and eat it by myself. That sounds
Yeah.
like a dream. My
Really DoorDash you some ice cream late at night.
Stop it. I mean, stop it.
I mean, don't.
This is for the closet, Jeanette.
Damn. This is
I would
getting-
eat the shit out of that ice cream. Just
Your husband would be like, the kids would be like, Mom, are you doing closet ice cream again? Yeah, leave me alone.
I earned this.
I earned this. Either way, folks should follow us on the Mighty Late page on Facebook. And yeah, gosh, I love you. I love all three of you very much.
Love you too.
And it really means a lot to me that you guys would spend this time. I promised Rachel, I'm going to keep it to an hour as best as I possibly can because I'm pooped.
Well, did we just do that? It was a whole hour already.
It was a whole hour. Yeah,
Dang, we didn't even get to the news. Oh well, we know what happened.
We know what happened. Do we really? Maybe it's time. Maybe December is like, let's take a break from the news.
Yeah, let's take a break. A December break from the news.
Canceled till New Year's, right?
Yeah.
We know what happened. We know what's going to happen.
2020 is canceled.
Disney's got 100 new shows coming out next year.
Oh my God, so many.
Gear up.
I really didn't want to have to get Disney Plus, but it looks like I might have to get Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mandalorian alone.
I know, and I haven't watched it yet. I'm banking them.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, they're so good.
It's getting good, dude.
Because like because when's the last episode come out?
Yesterday.
No. How many episodes have come out so far?
I think
15.
the first season was like 10 episodes, and we're on 15 now, something like that.
Okay.
I'm not.
8 episodes, and then now we're on 7 of season 2.
Brian
Oh,
Sisko,
so-
I love you. Brian Sisko just Venmoed me money because
Oh,
he's a
Brian,
sweet,
alright.
sweet
So what's
human
wrong,
being.
Brian?
I'm gonna
Alright.
DoorDash. I'm gonna DoorDash myself to Brian Sisko tonight.
Ooh, you're gonna have to ride in
He's about
the.
to get a mighty delivery. Okay. Okay.
You know how DoorDash keeps our food warm?
No, I don't think I want to know. I think you already ruined it. You already ruined it. I'm sorry, Sarah Levine. We couldn't. Yeah, okay. This show's gonna last a little longer than an hour because Sarah's here now. So
We all knew it.
why couldn't you have canceled 2020 earlier? Because it wasn't my job. I'm stuck in the 90s. You know, like I don't know what's going on. No, I do. I actually do know what's going on. No,
we're hopeful people. We hope that it would get better.
Okay, we're getting off in 10 minutes. All right, so speak your piece, folks.
Okay.
Speak your piece.
So wait, so this is what I'm struggling with right now, okay?
Yeah.
Is that Aria has been asking me a lot of questions about
Oh.
whether he's real. And
Uh-huh.
so the other day we're having this conversation and she asked me, is Santa Claus real? And I said, well, the story is that he lives at the North Pole, trying, the magic Santa and the magic of the story and blah, blah, without like actually coming out and saying it. And she goes,
wait, saying what?
Whether or not he is real
I was pretending I didn't know.
sorry.
Yeah.
God damn it, Mike. Damn you. So then she looks at me and she goes, but he can't get COVID, right? And I said,
Aw.
no, honey, no. Santa can't get COVID.
That deserves an elf on
No,
the shelf.
he is real and magical. And I was like,
You were this close to like not having to deal with it
and
ever
then-
again.
I don't want to lie to my kid, but I want to keep the magic. And how do you know that?
I always told my kids, if you believe that he's real, then he's real. And every Santa movie backs me up. They're like, oh, the believo-meter is down. And I'm like, see?
Yeah.
If you believe, then he's real.
Yeah.
It works. It works.
I
still have an 11-year-old who believes.
Yeah.
So.
Wow. Yeah. My
Excited.
sister Shannon.
Yeah.
My sister Shannon turned 30 in October, and she's getting presents from me and Santa this year. So.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's points where my 11-year-old and my 10-year-old, I think they kind of questioned it and started like putting things together. But then they were so in awe of the magic of Christmas. They were like, he has to be real. He has to be. So, I got him another
It doesn't
year.
make any sense.
Yeah.
Way.
Mhm.
How would he know that we wanted these things?
I really started to investigate it because I started to notice, I was like, Gosh, Santa's handwriting looks so much like my mom's.
Oh, you gotta write it with the left hand. Come on.
Well, she didn't. Like,
Rookie move.
yeah.
And that's, you got to be careful. Like you have to use like a wrapping paper that's only for those
Yes.
presents.
I
Mhm.
only I have a roll of Santa paper that is used every year.
That's
I have
You
a
know.
roll of Santa. I have a roll of Santa toilet paper. When I'm feeling really jolly, that's the one I use.
dude.
When I'm,
Yeah, I'm Bah Humbug all the way over here.
I was gonna say
I may or may not celebrate Kwanzaa this year just to throw everybody off.
that's
Like,
Dang.
like I don't like Christmas even a little bit. I don't put up nothing. My kid gets mad at me. I'll buy him stuff just to keep up with buying your kid stuff for Christmas so he doesn't cry to the other kids that I didn't do shit for him. But like real talk, I might bake a pie.
Yeah,
like
that's the thing. Like a lot of parents make the mistake of giving their kid too much from Santa. And I have a rule with my kids, like they write their letter to Santa and I give it back and I tell them redo it because Santa can't make those things. If it's not a toy that Santa can make, don't put it in your letter.
See, you know what? See, I think you're onto something there. And I think too, you can go a step further and be like, Santa only gives you clothes. You know?
It's become a manufacturing business.
Santa, yeah. Santa only makes
he only deals with
winter clothes.
textiles.
Textiles only.
He will do you a nice industrial grade carpet.
Cash, loans on your future. Santa deals in stocks and bonds. Santa deals in housing. Santa deals in rent. So if you want your rent paid,
you need a stock portfolio? No problem. No problem. You need trade software? Boom.
Yeah, no, I thought my oldest knew last year because she was like, oh, I'm going to ask Santa for like a Switch and a phone because she thought, oh, now I got you. And I was like, that's against the rules. Okay, if it can't be made by an elf, I'm not sending this letter in.
You know what though? I would tell the kid, you know what Santa deals in? He only deals in hopes and dreams.
What I told Aria was
wishes and prayers.
Santa fills your stocking and Santa gets you some smaller gifts, but the big presents come from mom and dad.
Oh,
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I always forget the stocking gifts every year. like Christmas Eve, I'm like, shit, get me something. I need candy.
That's how I knew. That's how I knew I was.
A can of Fanta. Just
find shit to put in there, like,
just put it in the stocking every
That's
year.
how I knew. That's how I knew I was an adult in my family. That's how I knew I was an adult because all my youngest sisters would get just piles and piles and piles of presents, and I would just get just whatever's in my stocking. It's like, oh, cool, more razors and some Hershey Kisses. Awesome. Thanks. Thanks,
gift card to Tony Roma's.
Yeah.
Well, stockings are a big deal in my family. We do, because there's so many of us, we do a Secret Santa, and the pull is on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, us too.
And then we do an email, and you're supposed to keep it around $100, but like nobody ever does. Everybody always ends up going over. And they, we just send like a mass email. Everybody puts a couple things that they want. So like, but yeah, it's like, that's like the big deal is the stockings.
We're very high tech now. We do elfster.com where you like make your own little wish list on Elfster and then everyone like it like picks for you automatically and then you get your Secret Santa's wish list. It is the best.
Whoa.
Elfster.
That's wild.
Okay.
Elfster.com. It's
Good night, Chris. Thanks for joining us tonight. I appreciate it, bud.
Nice.
Glad you were here. Elfster.com.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, we usually do a draw too, but we didn't really have much of a Thanksgiving this year either. So I don't know that anybody did that. I think everyone's just buying for the kids this year.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of the Elfster. I'm not promoted or sponsored by Elfster, but it's great. It did it automatically.
This is the longest, shittiest commercial for a company ever. Like it took us so long to get into the actual product. you know.
That's what this is.
No. I'm not
Yeah, but that was the
sponsored.
greatest
but-
part is that we didn't have Thanksgiving, but we set the Elfster to draw names on Thanksgiving, and it
Oh.
just did it for us.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So you just
That's
got like
pretty smooth.
you just got like a random ass text with a name on it, and it was like, "Is this who I'm killing this year?" That's it?
This
Like,
year,
this is Elfster. Okay. This is Elfster. Sweet.
Does anybody do that elf on the shelf nastiness or whatever?
No,
yes,
no. My
have
sisters do it. My
I
sisters do
set
it with their kids.
an alarm every night. My alarm goes off at 10:30 that says "Move the damn elf."
You guys, I live in a house where I'm going to be 45 in January. Everyone else is 27 to 30. And I think it would be funny if I did start doing Elf on a Shelf
Yeah,
and took it way too seriously, you know.
like there's towels on the
So,
bathroom again, guys. The elf
yeah.
is watching.
So I was talking to the elf this morning, and they say that you're like Mike, it's Elf on a Shelf, not elves on shelves.
Yeah. I don't know,
Like-
the whole Big Brother's watching you spy aspect of the Elf on a Shelf always kind of bummed me out. But now Arya's got a classmate whose mom does the Elf on a Shelf for him, and now she wants it too. And I'm like,
You
I
wanted-
use it to my advantage.
That elf is gonna be in the same spot the whole time.
well, you got a quarter angle. It's different.
I would if somebody had bought me an elf for Elf on the Shelf like a few years ago, because I only heard of it maybe 2 or 3 years ago, because I don't have kids.
Yeah.
If somebody had bought me one, I just would have been like, cool, Christmas decorations,
What's that?
awesome. I will add this to my nothing.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
I do have a few
have
decorations.
I have forgotten to move the elf before, and the kids are like, "What the hell?" And I've just said, "Oh, I was up all night. She only moves when we're all asleep." And then I
Yeah.
get to take a nap and blame it on being up all night. And they're like, "Oh, mom was up all night."
Yeah.
See, there's loopholes in life. You just got to
Mm-hmm.
find the loopholes.
Now, a question, Jeanette. Do you have your oldest is 11, right?
Yes.
Do you trust your oldest to watch the other three?
I trust her. I don't trust the 5-year-old.
Hmm.
So, like, if he's sleeping, yes. You know, if he's like taking a nap after school because he's just a pill, I'll be
Mhm.
like, all right, you watch them. I'm running to the corner store, you know? But I don't trust them for like long spans of time. No.
Yeah.
No. Because a 5 and a 7-year-old, they can get into some shit.
Oh, I know. Oh, I
And
know.
the 11 and 10-year-olds, there's only so many fires they can put out. You know? Yeah.
I started babysitting when I was 7.
Yeah, for sure. I babysat
Yeah,
way
but-
younger.
That was
But-
back
So
in that was
different
back
now.
in the 1940s, so it was easier. Like,
I would never leave Aria with a baby. Like I would never do that. But 70s and early 80s.
yeah, I remember being like 7 or 8, and my mom had to run, or maybe my stepdad had to run to the store,
Yeah.
and so it was me and the baby, and I was like 7 or 8, and he was like, I'll be gone for like 15, 20 minutes, and I was so scared
Yeah.
to be in the house by myself with a baby. So I took my sister and we laid on the floor by the front door so that if anybody came, they wouldn't see us. And I would we just laid there, and my sister just looked at me like, what is going on? Like, why are we laying on the floor? You know, she must have been, I don't even think she was walking yet.
Yeah. Just a
But
bunny.
I was so freaked out that we were going to get robbed at that moment. You know, like that one little window.
I was definitely a latchkey kid, so I was home a lot alone and like instructions of how to make dinner. Like now I can't even imagine being like, "Hey, start this pot roast, kids."
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like I don't know. I remember going to the store myself as a kid. They were like, "I need these things. Go get them." You know?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you could go like get a whole bottle of schnapps and like Miller's and like 4
My
packs
mom-
of cigarettes.
Like a note from
My
your
mom
mom.
would send us with a note.
Yeah.
My mom used to send me to the store with like exact change, but in those dollar coins.
Yeah.
It would fuck me up because I was always paying, and then the kid would be like, "Oh, your mom sent you to the store, huh?" Because anytime I had the dollar coins, that's what she had.
Yeah.
Like, go to the
I
store.
can't imagine now. Like, I'd send my kid to the corner store, like, go get me some booze. I mean, that would be
No,
nice.
we were the original DoorDash. No wonder the fucking shit is in it.
I remember being 8 years old, 8 or 9, and overhearing some kids who were slightly older than me talking about where babies came from, and they were like going on and on and on about storks, and I just kind of walked over and I was like, "Listen, you fucking idiots! You have no fucking clue, do
Lay
you?
it out for you.
Do you? Who are
Oh,
your
man.
parents, Mr. Rogers? Huh?"
My kid's fifth grade, my fifth grader, she got a packet sent home that said, like, now you guys are teaching human anatomy and development, you parents. And I'll be honest, I learned a lot from the packet.
Oh, that's where that goes.
Oh,
I was like, oh, I'm gonna try
wow.
that.
Like that's a lot of openings for one
Maybe
opening.
to investigate this later.
Yeah. How many flaps is that? Yeah.
I remember a kid in
learning all
class
that in
saying,
fifth grade. I don't.
when I was in the 6th grade, we used to torture my teacher, and I don't know if anybody even knew what the word meant, but we used to yell out the word orgasm, like
Because you just
when
knew
the
that it
class
was
quiet.
yeah,
People would just yell out orgasm.
yeah.
Like,
Oh,
And
I
then
didn't
know who it was.
one day I did it, and the teacher pulled me outside. Her name was Mrs. Sims. And she goes, "Do you even know what that word means?" And I said, "No." I said, "I don't know." She was like, "Well, you'll be lucky to achieve it one day."
Dang.
She roasted you and you didn't even know.
But you figured it out later.
He's like, "Good luck with that, buddy. You don't know shit."
You're like, damn, she got me good. And then you went and to go see if you could find her on Facebook or Tinder.
I wish I could.
You're like, hey,
I
I
found
know
it.
it,
What?
I know what it means now. How you doing?
I kind of had an experience like that.
Do tell.
Oh, so this was a long time ago. This was almost 20 years ago, I guess. So. I was 26, so it's 20 years ago, and
Dang.
I was doing a show at the Rose and Crown in Palo Alto, and this girl came up to me and she said, "Hey, I want to set you up on a blind date with my cousin." And I'm like, okay, I was drinking a lot then. I was like, what the hell, you know? And so she sets me up on a blind date with this guy, and he doesn't have a car. So I pick him up and I tell him that, we're going to go to this open mic at this bar. And he goes, well, how old do you have to be? I said, well, how old are you? And he was under 20, but over 18.
So he was 19.
Yeah, ish. We went on a couple of dates, and then we pee-pee in the pee-pee.
Ooh.
And
Whoa. Wow.
That was not
You
how
mix-
they addressed it in the packet.
Wait, did you cross streams? Is that what you're saying?
lots of
You-
streams. And then about 10 years later, he looked me up and he said, I want to show you what I've learned.
Oh, do a
Yeah.
redo.
He's like, game on.
Yeah. So I was like, all right, what the hell?
He's like, I need redemption.
And had he learned?
He did. He picked up some stuff in the intermittent years.
He picked up some stuff, and then you guys had to pick up some
Oh.
creams.
One
Yeah.
would hope that you learn things as you.
Yeah. One would hope, yeah.
Yeah.
Like
It's important to
imagine,
do that.
Dream.
imagine if he had said that, like, I want to show you what I've learned, and you're like, okay, and then like you go, and he's like, worse, you know, like,
Or he like make me a sandwich.
yeah.
Here you go.
He's like, check this out. He's like, no, orgasm of the mouth, orgasm of the mouth.
I'm a gastronomist now because I know I can never
He's
get
like-
it done.
He's like, I met this elementary school teacher. She told me what orgasm really meant.
Yeah.
I want to show you how I won the Nobel Peace Prize in fruit.
In fruit. Oh my God.
Dude. Oh,
That
dude,
is too good.
my spendthrift youth.
Well, now I'm gonna go ahead and say let's wrap this up, folks. Let's leave it on a high note. You know what I'm saying? Also, I just don't think anyone's gonna go back and watch a 2-hour YouTube video of of us talking about pee-pee and the pee-pee.
Yeah.
They might.
Yeah,
They might.
I mean, a lot of people are lonely these days. You never know.
I want to make that an animated GIF now of just
What?
you saying, we did the pee-pee and the pee-pee.
Right. Hey, by the way,
Good.
that show Big Mouth
Too good.
on Netflix is actually pretty funny.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love that show.
great.
It's
Yeah.
very funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, taking notes.
Have you not seen that show, Jeanette?
No.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
quite good.
It's
Big
good.
Mouth on
It's
what?
called Big Mouth on Netflix. Definitely not for the kids.
Never let
It's
the children watch
Yeah,
it.
don't let your kids watch it.
yeah,
Never.
it's an animated series
They have to be 40 to watch it.
with Nick Kroll and John Mulaney.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm not old enough.
It's not even for 20-year-olds because 20-year-olds don't have the
Right.
brain to understand it.
I'll be 38 in like 10 days or so.
There you go.
8 days. I don't know what day it is.
Those
But-
go to anyone that hasn't had a kid yet.
It's the 20th.
Yes, sir.
So you're a Capricorn.
No,
No,
I'm Sagittarius.
Sagittarius.
Day,
Ooh.
the last day of Sagittarius.
You're on the cusp.
Oh,
Yeah.
and I think I am making gumbo at some point. So
Yes, please.
just so you all know.
Oh, we're almost in a row there. See, because it goes Rachel's birthday in September, then Atu in early November, and then Jeanette in December, and me in January. Nice.
We need a November.
No,
not
Atu is in
October.
November. We need in
We
October.
need October.
We need October.
To be fair, Rachel's birthday is essentially the cusp of October.
It is
Oh, okay.
for 30th. It's the
Yeah.
last tail ass end. Right in the middle. I'm straddling.
Mhm.
Yeah, Atu, let me know because like
And then
Elwood, I
Brian
love
is in
support
April.
people making stuff.
Cool.
I love supporting my friends making delicious stuff, and I will pay you for your gumbo every year. You know, I love it.
Yeah. What was last year's gumbo good?
Oh, and then you can
Every
stop
year's
by.
gumbo is good.
And then you can stop by and pick up bread at my house from Elwood.
From
There
Elwood.
you
Yes,
go.
I already told him.
Mhm.
I already gave him an order, and he was like, "I'm moving," and I was like, "Okay, but can you get me some biscotti?"
Get that bread. Get that bread. I got bread for your bread.
No, his sourdough.
Jessica
I-
Liebelt.
Ah,
Jessica, she's fun to work with, that lady.
yeah,
November.
She's the end of November, and then Sarah is in June. Okay, now we need. Okay, everyone watching, post your birthdays. Post your
Birthdays. Birthdays.
I make fun of
Brian,
people who
Jessica,
are
is
bored
bingo
enough.
still going? I love the fact that our show tends to be like chat conversations with people.
Crossing the streams like you were talking about.
I love crossing streams.
I love it too.
It's really hard to do it with a female cat, though. You know,
It is. Meow.
But if
meow.
you try hard enough,
Oh, I do. No, we finished right before 9. That's what we were supposed to do. But this group is too good. This is
Yeah,
a
we're-
good. This is a good group to chat. This is a good quad right here.
It
This is a
is.
good quad.
It is.
Maybe we won't move to Fridays. Maybe we won't, just so that we can. Actually, no, I'm kidding. We will be moving to Fridays. We will probably not do a Mighty Late for the rest of December. We will go ahead and go into our hovels. But January 1st will be the next Mighty Late Show. Friday, January 1st, we will start 2021 with a bang.
And you all can catch me and Atu and Mike in the Sofa Holiday Special next Sunday, 7 p.m. online.
On my birthday.
www.sofamusicfestival.com.
It'll be my birthday. Maybe I will tune in.
Sofa Music Festival.
Yeah, we put together some stuff.
Nice.
And it should be a fun show. See? Woo!
Woo-hoo!
You guys can catch me every Thursday on Prompt Night. I do a little show with Clay Newman and Jordan Sturmanera.
That's awesome.
So prompt, like we just give prompts. We don't do sets, so it's a good way to write.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I like I really like the theme, the promotion theme for that is always prom pictures.
Yeah.
It's pretty smart. It's pretty cute.
This week we have a Chelsea beer, so I'm about to send the prom picture out right when we're done with this. It's so cute.
Do you have a link? Oh, Rachel, what bands are playing at Sofa? And Jeanette, can you put a link for prompt night in the chat?
You guys can follow the Facebook page, and I could do that, but it'll take.
I imagine it's fb.com/something or other.
PROMPT prompt night. I'm sure I can find it.
I'm gonna double check that. Rachel, what bands are playing for?
So we had to kind of. Yeah, hold on 1 second, buddy. I'll be right with you. Yes, I hear you, and I'll be right with you. Okay. Okay, hold on 1 second.
Hi, Aria.
Hi, Aria.
Friends are saying hi. That's soft. It's a lime. It is soft, isn't it? So we were gonna do one thing, and we had to like kind of swerve with the musicians when we went from orange to purple. You licked the lime? Yeah. Oh, that's good. It's good for you. So instead we did some taping, but mostly we're having local musicians send in themselves doing holiday songs. So Atu's gonna be the host, and then we taped some comedy stuff.
Yeah.
Some bits.
Some bits
And stuff and things. Should be fun. Should be a good time. I think everyone will enjoy it. Get a little taste of hometown. We'll see.
Mike,
It could be a fucking disaster. Okay, no, I'm just kidding. It's
gonna be a bunch of numbers.
It's gonna be really great. I've seen footage. It's gonna be really funny.
No, what did you say, Jeanette?
I don't know why it's just a bunch of numbers when I go to the.
Well, I also noticed too that the most recent. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's just it's because they haven't given it a domain name. They haven't given it the group a name because it's a group for whatever reason. I don't know.
Yeah, so, I didn't start it. I just joined it. I'm the newest host
did.
on it.
Yeah, you did.
It's not my job.
Well, it's now in the chat. The link is now in the chat for Prompt Night. Sofa Music Festival Fest.
Sorry, www.sofamusicfestival.com.
Festival.com. I couldn't remember if it was Fest or Festival.
It's gonna be really fun.
SofaMusicFestival.com. That almost sounded like
got a lot of video of like local holiday light displays, and like it's just gonna be a really San Jose show.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to give anything away.
And then there's going to be about an hour in there, 45 minutes to an hour of just me with like a flashlight, just like shining it at people.
Yes.
Oh.
That is my birthday, so I will be very drunk, and I will come and join you guys. I'm gonna
please do
rock out for my birthday.
We're gonna after the show, we're gonna open a Zoom room so people can hang out and be social with each other.
Yay!
It's gonna be a really good time. Yeah.
I can't stop yawning now. I'm too tired. I love all of you.
I'm so glad I saved your life ones. Mike,
and I agree.
I love you, and my children miss you.
And I miss them, and I miss you.
Rachel, you are just a joy to follow,
Oh,
and I just love you.
You are. You're a national treasure.
Yes.
You
Like,
are.
oh, where's my Rachel update? You're where I get
And-
most of my news. So thank
There
you.
you go.
And
I like
Arya is a divine
Yes.
panther of love.
There you go.
I want you guys to know that she licked a lime.
Oh, that's good.
See?
That's
Good.
good.
Good. My new
Um,
thing.
and Jessica says that she starts her new job the next day.
Boom.
Congrats,
Wow.
Jessica.
If
Congrats.
you show up on the first day hungover, they'll never know that that's not your normal.
Woo.
You
Right?
just stay real quiet. Remember.
Like
Um,
that's how she rolls.
just show up wasted. Yes, way to prevent scurvy. Licking them limes.
That's right.
Or starting a new job.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and end the broadcast. Let's wave goodbye to everyone out there in internet land. Goodbye, internet. We love you.